Professor Yemi Osinbajo's presidential ambition may appear to have been clouded by a veil of mist given his primary election loss at the All Progressives Congress (APC) convention. The ruling APC chose its candidate in the person of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who was adjudged the winner of the presidential primaries and was handed the party's flag. What this means is that Osinbajo's name will not be included among the 18 presidential candidates that will contest the 2023 elections, except if something unusual happens. Really happens, K. Osinbajo may not have clinched the party ticket, but his firm belief in the emergence of new Nigeria exodus, hope to millions of Nigerians, especially the youth, who have relentlessly advocated for a new generation of leaders in the entire governance structure. The strong belief in a new Nigeria as initiated by the VP has reinforced hope in the hopeless Nigerian situation and given his vehement convictions of achieving a Nigerian tribal, he says, where all will be treated fairly, justly, and with respect, where all are given equal access to the abundant opportunities that God has bestowed on the nation. Osinbajo's movement for a new Nigeria has commenced and it's already spreading across the nation. The Nigerian youth are the drivers, so like bees in the hive. Many have sworn to queue behind the Labour Party presidential candidate, Peter Obi, who the majority of them see as the nearest alternative to Vice President Osinbajo. What happened at the APC convention undoubtedly has benefited greatly the aspiration of the former PDP vice presidential candidate. Nigerians seriously desire a change in the polity and many are already estraying their options ahead of 2023. The prevalent mental picture of this desired change is identical to the unpalatable situation the biblical Jews found themselves in when they wanted to be delivered from the dungeon of bondage and hopelessness. Professor Osinbajo has shown us that if you stick to your beliefs and communicate them well, you can help others to understand your perspective and ideology, no matter the circumstances. In Vice President Osinbajo's address to the large crowd of his supporters after the APC convention, the Vice President officially unveiled his new Nigeria plan. He described the clamor for a new Nigeria as a movement. He had gone to the Wuse Abuja campaign office of the Progressive Projects, a coalition of support group that backed his presidential bid. There, he was greeted with an excited crowd of supporters and members of the various supporters groups already waiting. The large group of people chanting PYO, PYO as Professor Osinbajo made his way into the compound and to the elevated section, which had a large banner of the VP as background. He thanked all his supporters at TPP and across the country for their dedication to the cause and passion for the birth of a new Nigeria. VP Osinbajo said this movement is a movement within a party also. We are not doing something that has not been heard before. What is new is that we have a firm belief that a new Nigeria is possible, and it is possible through us who are here. We went to the convention and the result showed us clearly that we lost, but it is only a battle, it is not the war. There are battles ahead, but we will win the war for a new Nigeria. I have no doubt in my mind that we will win that war for a new Nigeria. That is why our movement for a new Nigeria must remain strong and firm, and we will do everything to keep our movement strong and solid. Can you imagine? Wow. Now, wow. Osinbajo is driven by his belief in a new Nigeria dream, and this was his motivation for aspiring the highest office of the land. Now, whatever the future holds for his political ambition, millions of his supporters base are willing to sail in the oceans of the dream and wait until tomorrow comes. They dey tell person, let Atiku and Abubakar, for the sake of good governance and our teeming population that are wallowing in abject poverty, support Peter Obi to fix this country. Forget it, that is a wrong, impossible demand. Those one. This is absolutely true because I myself was staunch supporter of Vice President Yemi Osinbajo. Hence, the APC delegates decided to go for their pockets, selected Bola Tinubu. There and then, I decided to go for the next competent candidates in of His Excellency Peter Obi and Baba Ahmed Dati. I say that the vice president not clinching his party's ticket was a blessing in disguise, as it's allowed lots of Nigerians to choose Mr. Obi without much dilemma. Well, since Peter Obi is out of the primaries, the next reliable candidate is Peter Obi. A lot of Osinbajo supporters queued behind him because of his personality and not because they love APC. I am in this school of thought too. I really did love Osinbajo. I told myself if he had emerged the flag bearer of APC, I would not need to campaign so much because I know either him or Obi, Nigeria will be in safe hands, but not Tinubu and Atiku. Just like a publication from the American news. Everybody knows the truth now, you know. We all love to cover it up. Osinbajo is my candidate anytime, any day. APC swindled us and gave us Baba that should be playing with his great grandchildren in gratitude to God Almighty for a life well spent. I too have no choice than to be obedient. It would have been or made sense if Obi and Osinbajo are the only presidential candidates. Then, when General Bubu went for sick leave for 100 days, the Naira became stronger against the dollar. General Bubu returned and the Naira plunged lower. PDP and APC are getting it loud and clear that Peter Baba movement is not for child's play. 90% of colleagues supporting Osinbajo during the primaries now obedient. Great people talks about ideas. Average people talk about others. I bear witness that this statement is true and holds ground looking at the interviews and speech of Mr. Obi and his vice president. This analysis is highly qualified. Very, very correct. I was hoping to vote for him, but before APC misbehaved. So, what are you waiting for? You better be obedient before it is too late. Obedience is better than sacrifice.